In Nigeria, there was a small village called Ikotun. It was surrounded by forests. The villagers had many traditions and stories that they shared with each other. They lived simple lives, growing fruit and taking care of the environment. There was a curious young boy named Ebube. He loved adventure. One day, while playing near the edge of the forest, Ebube stumbled upon something extraordinary. Half buried in the soft earth, glowing under the sunlight, was a single red shoe. It was unlike anything Ebube had seen, vibrant and beautiful, with detailed pattern woven into its fabric. Fascinated, he picked it up and examined it closely. Ebube's excitement grew as he ran back to the village, holding the red shoe tightly. He couldn't wait to show it to his grandmother, Mama Nkechi, who was known for her wisdom and knowledge of the ancient tales. As he approached their modest hut, Mama Nkechi was seated outside, weaving a basket. "Grandma, look what I found!" Ebube exclaimed, holding up the red shoe. Mama Nkechi's eyes widened in surprise. "Ha, Ebube, where did you find this shoe?" "Near the forest, Grandma. Isn't it beautiful?" "It is indeed," Mama Nkechi replied, a hint of concern in her voice. "But we must be careful with things we do not understand." Ebube nodded, but his curiosity wasn't satisfied. That night, as the villagers settled into quiet slumber, an unusual sound began to fill the atmosphere. It was a soft melodic beat, almost like a drum beat, echoing through the night. The villagers woke up confused, wondering what the strange noise was. When Ebube woke up the next morning, he heard the villagers talking and sharing stories with each other. The strange noise that kept everyone awake, and they were eager to find its source. As Ebube listened to the conversations, he realized that the noise had started after he brought the red shoe home. Determined to solve the mystery, Ebube decided to investigate. He examined the shoe closely, turning it over and over in his hands. There was nothing unusual about it, except for its remarkable beauty. As night fell, the noise returned, louder and more persistent than before. Ebube's heart was racing as he lay in bed, listening to the strong beats. He knew he had to do something important. The next morning, he went to his grandma with a troubled heart. "Grandma, the noise started after I brought the shoe home. Do you think it could be connected?" Mama Nkechi's eyes softened with understanding. "My child, there are many things in this world that we cannot see with our eyes. We must look deeper." The nights became increasingly restless as the mysterious noise persisted. It seemed to come from all directions, echoing through the village like a haunting melody. The villagers grew weary, their eyes heavy with fatigue and worry. Ebube could see the toll it was taking on them and felt a deep sense of responsibility. One evening, as the sun deepened below the horizon, Ebube decided to keep watch. He sat outside their hut, the red shoe by his side, determined to uncover the source of the noise. As darkness fell and the village grew silent, the familiar beats began once more. Ebube strained his ears, trying to pinpoint its origin. Hours passed, and just as Ebube's eyelid grew heavy with sleep, he noticed something strange. The red shoe resting innocently beside him seemed to shine in the moonlight. He reached out to touch it, and the noise grew louder, vibrating through his fingertips. Startled, Ebube pulled his hand back. The shoe fell silent. He reached out again, and the noise resumed, filling the night with strange rhythms. Ebube's mind raced with possibilities. What kind of magic was at play here? The next morning, Ebube shared this discovery with Mama Nkechi. She listened intently, her wise eyes reflecting a deep understanding of the unseen word. This shoe is no ordinary object, she said softly. It carried a story, a history that we must uncover. There is a spirit connected to it, and we must find a way to appease it. Ebube, feeling a mist of fear and determination. What should we do, Grandma? We must seek the guidance of the elders and the spirit of the forest. There's an old legend about a shoe like this, but we must confirm it first. Mama Nkechi and Ebube made their way to the village square, where the elders gathered to discuss important matters. As they shared the story of the red shoe and the nightly noise, the elders exchanged worried glances. Elder Uche, the oldest and wisest of them all, spoke up. I have heard of such a shoe in the tales of our ancestors. It is said to be cursed, bound to the spirit of a restless soul. We must uncover the truth behind it and perform the necessary ritual to set the spirits free. With the elders' guidance, Ebube embarked on a journey to find the truth about the red shoe. His first stop was the home of Auntie Ugo, the village storyteller. She was known for her vast knowledge of ancient legend and tales. Auntie Ugo, Ebube began, do you know anything about a red shoe that makes noise every night? Auntie Ugo's eyes widened in recognition. Ah, yes, oh, I have heard of such a shoe. It is said to be linked to a tragic love story from many generations ago. A young woman named Adora fell in love with a warrior called Chike. They were deeply in love, but their union was forbidden by their families. Adora gave Chike a pair of red shoes as a token of her love, but he was killed in the battle before they could be together. Heartbroken, Adora wandered the forest wearing one of the shoes while the other was lost. It is said that her spirit still searches for her lost love and the shoe carries her sorrow. Ebube listened intently, feeling a pang of sadness for Adora and Chike. What can I do to help their spirit find peace? Auntie Ugo, smile gently. You must find the other shoe and return them. Only then will Adora's spirit be at peace. Empowered with this new knowledge, Ebube ventured deeper into the forest. Hoping to find the missing shoe as he walked, he encountered a mystical bird with feathers as bright as the sun. Young one, the bird spoke, its voice melodic. I know what you seek. The other shoe lies in the heart of the forest, guided by the spirit of the river. How can I find it? Ebube asked, his heart filled with hope. Follow the path of the setting sun, the bird replied, and you will reach the river's edge. There, you must speak with the river spirits and offer a token of your sincerity. Ebube thanked the bird and continued on his journey, following the path of the setting sun as instructed. The forest became dense, and the atmosphere was filled with the sound of rustling leaves and distant animal calls. As night fell, Ebube reached the river edge, the water shining under the moonlight, and he could feel the presence of the river spirit. Kneeling by the water, he spoke softly. Great spirit of the river, I seek your guidance. I have come to find the other red shoe to reunite the lost lovers and bring peace to our village. The water moved, and a person appeared, shining with a soft otherworldly light. It was the spirit of the river, moving with grace and peace. You have a kind heart, young one. The spirit said, to prove your sincerity, you must offer a token of your devotion. What do you think will happen to Ebube? Do you think he will succeed in finding the other red shoe? We will soon see to that in the next part of this story. Ebube thought for a moment and then reached into his pocket, pulling out a small charm his grandmother had given him. It was a symbol of protection and love. "This is a token from my grandmother," Ebube said, holding it out to the spirits. "It represents love and protection." The river spirit accepted the charm, and the water glowed brightly. "You have shown your sincerity. The other should lie beneath the great Iroko tree, deep in the forest. Go now, and may the spirits guide you." With renewed determination, Ebube continued his journey, seeking the great Iroko tree. The forest grew darker and more mysterious, but Ebube pressed on, guided by the moonlight. After walking for a long time, Ebube finally arrived at an old Iroko tree. The tree was huge, and its branches spread out wide. Under a protection of the forest, Ebube looked around on the ground under the tree, and to his surprise, he found the other red shoe partly buried in the depths. As he picked it up, a soft light enveloped him, and he felt a presence nearby. Turning around, he saw the spirit of Adora, her eyes filled with longing and sorrow. "Thank you, young one," Adora's spirit whispered. "You have reunited my lost love. My soul can now find peace." Ebube was amazed as Adora's spirit slowly disappeared, leaving a feeling of peace behind. He carefully put the two red shoes together and bowed his head to show respect. Returning to the village, Ebube shared his journey and the successful reunion of the red shoe with Mama Nkechi and the elders. The villagers gathered around, eager to hear his tales. "It is time," Elder Ogo said, "to perform the final ritual to ensure that Adora's spirits find internal peace and the village is freed from the nightly disturbance." Mama Nkechi prepared the ceremonial incense, special herbs and sacred water, while the elders chanted ancient hymns. The villagers formed a circle round the center of the village square, where a small fire burned brightly. In the glow of the fire, Mama Nkechi placed the red shoe side by side on the woven mats. She sprinkled the sacred water over them, whispering prayers to the spirits. "Great ancestors, hear our plea," she declared. "We seek to bring peace to the restless soul and harmony to our village. Accept our offering and guide us in the sacred tasks." The villagers watched in silence as Mama Nkechi and the elders performed the rituals. The incense smoke rose into the night sky, carrying their prayers to the heavens. The musical chanting grew louder, filling the atmosphere with a sense of power and unity. Suddenly, a soft breeze stirred, and the flame of the fire danced higher. A gentle glow enveloped the red shoe, and the villagers felt a warmth in their hearts. Ebube, standing beside his grandmother, felt a surge of pride and fulfillment. As the chanting reached its climax, a faint melodic tone filled the atmosphere. The villagers listened in wonder as the noise, once a source of disturbance, transformed into a sweet melody. It was as if Adora's spirit was finally at peace, her sorrow replaced by a song of love and gratitude. The ritual concluded with a final prayer, and the red shoe glowed softly before dimming to a serene, restful state. The fire cracked gently, casting a warm light over the village. The next morning, the villagers felt peaceful again. The trouble at night had stopped, and people felt hopeful and happy. Ebube walked around the village, and people smiled and thanked him. "You have done a great service to our village," Elder Ogo said. "Your bravery and determination have brought us peace." Ebube smiled. feeling a deep connection to his ancestors and the stories that shaped their village. He had learned the value of wisdom, courage, and the importance of respecting the unseen forces that surround them. As days turned into weeks, life in Ikoton returned to its peaceful place. Ebube continued to explore the forest, but now with a deeper understanding of the world around him. He often visited the red shoe, where he had placed it in a small shrine at the edge of the village, as a reminder of the power of love and the importance of honoring the past. One evening, as the sun set over the village, Ebube sat with Mama Nkechi outside their hut. "Grandma," Ebube said, "thank you for guiding me. I have learned so much from you and the elders." Mama Nkechi smiled, her eyes twinkling with pride. "You have grown into a wise and brave young man, Ebube. Always remember that our story and traditions are the thread that connect us to our ancestors and the spirit of our land. Honor them, and they'll always guide you." Ebube, feeling a deep sense of gratitude for his grandmother's wisdom, he knew that the tale of the red shoe would be passed down from generations, a story of love, bravery, and the unbreaking bond between the living and the spirit. Every time the villagers saw the shrine at the edge of the village, they remembered the young boy who had reunited two lost souls and brought peace to their home. The red shoe, once a source of nightly disturbance, became a symbol of harmony and the enduring power of love. And so, the story of Ebube, the red shoe, and the spirit of Adora live on, a shining example of courage, wisdom, and the magic of ancient tales in the hearts of Nigeria. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Bye.